Saludos y reciban la más cordial bienvenida a esta celebración que llamamos Holiday Encore Reels. From theater to music to dance to film and photography, we hope our 2020 online programming has brought you as much enjoyment as it has for all of us. To close the year, we've put together some of our favorite moments from Remojo, Spotlight, Stage, Garden, Rumba, Choice, Replay, and much more. De parte de toda nuestra familia en Pregones, Puerto Rican Traveling Theater, les deseamos felices fiestas y un próspero año nuevo.
At the Hunts Point Market, in front of the cherries that would spill their juice at the sight of her. No one would dare call the cops or laugh. I assure you someone would carry her basket of yautía up 6 flights to her apartment. Thick skin roots boiling in her melting pot of Boricua kitchen generosity.
My abuela would have a machete by the door, a rosary in the pocket of her bata. Mothers would drop dead from a look. And just in case that didn't work, there would always be a live mousetrap in the pocket of her pocketbook. For abusers, bullets in her nostrils, cobras in her ears, alum in her tears of rage to suck dry even the thought of raising a hand to her.
My abuela would have mule legs. Kicking in the smarmy face of injustice. My abuela would not be polite if there was too much salt in the bacalao, and leave the table if there was not enough.
I'm from rice and ketchup cuando no hay más nada. I'm from money tucked under the mattress y dinero para el susú o la sociedad. I'm from si tú no estás comiendo, quítate de mi lado. I'm from quipe, patelito, jenny cake y asopao. I'm from bachata, mambo, perico ripiao. I'm from Bustelo cans turned planters, empty tubs of parquet becoming Tupperware. I'm from una, dos, tres, cucaramácara títere fue. I'm from chocolate embajador, avena in the morning, Vicks Vapor Rub, Vivaporú, pa todo. I'm from Dominican cake con supiro rosado. I'm from adult parties masked as a 1-year-old's cumpleaños. I'm from quiéreme, te quiero, nos queremos, mi amor. I'm from mira niña, pide la bendición. I'm from red carpets with plastic runners on top, illegal washing machines in apartments, electrical wires hopping over rooftops. I'm from oye dímelo, tato, que lo que? I'm from skin-tight pants infused with spandex. I'm from a size 2 jean on a size 5 ass. I'm from thick means healthy, not fat. I'm from boys hollering, mira mami, asesina, bacana, matatana. I'm from mira repeta que tú no puedes con esta diabla. I'm from ay bendito y en el nombre del Señor. I'm from we don't speak nothing but Spanglish at home. I'm from people who teach with the toughest kind of love y te aconseja. I'm from people who know that magic making is not for pendejas. I'm a hybrid and so proud of it.
A querer un beso en la medianoche y el otro al amanecer. Era de madrugada cuando te empecé a querer un beso en la medianoche y el otro al amanecer. Era de madrugada cuando te empecé a querer un beso en la medianoche y el otro al amanecer. Anduve rodeando tu cacalito pa' ver si te podía ver por algún agujerito. Todita la noche anduve rodeando tu cacalito pa' ver si te podía ver por algún agujerito. toda la noche anduve rodeando tu jacalito, pa' ver si te podía ver por algún agujerito. Préstame tu claridad para seguirle los pasos a esa joven que hoy se va. Lucero de la mañana, préstame tu claridad para seguirle los pasos a esa joven que hoy se va.
I think Pregones needs to give a class at a college level on Puerto Rican culture, Puerto Rican history. And that's the image of El Borero was my downfall. The actor transformed himself so much, and that image, you can really see it.
There's nothing more gratifying than having an exhibit in your own home. And Pregones has been a staple in the Bronx community. Oof, God knows how long.
I remember Pregones back when everybody was in St. Anne's and going to the productions there and just feeling like really small because I was tiny, I was very young, and just seeing these stage lights and people doing amazing things that it was just so impactful.
This place is so important to our community because it's a platform that we all need.
No será la hora que esto se acabe. Le pregunto a todo el mundo, pero nadie sabe. Me dicen que por calma que lo coja suave. Trato de hacerle caso, pero sigo grave.
Pregones is a wonderful organization. It's like a incubator, fostering talent, pushing culture, but at the same time preserving traditions in a beautiful way.
For me, Pregones has been hugely supportive of my work, and it feels really special to get to do that work here at home because that's what this piece is about.
It is the house in the Bronx that provides artists the opportunity to play, to find themselves, and to grow.
It's a Latinx focus where it really wants to celebrate the stories and the voices of Latinx people, but also all individuals of color. So it really struck a chord with a possible ally in the arts community for me.
It's not something you see everywhere else. Sometimes people are just giving you entertainment, and that has value in itself. But with Pregones' work, you get more than that. You get the artistic endeavor, but you also get the interaction, the engagement, and you'll always see yourself reflected back in the work.
Pregones is not only an artistic institution, it is an educational institution.
The police and the children lie with the baby in her arms. I took the steps of the long concrete stairs into until I reached the streets above.
Being here, I saw disciplined people. I see people doing theater. There was a way that people addressed each other. There was so much compassion. There was so much care. And they took me in immediately.
Rosalba called me in because John Leguizamo was beginning to do a musical. I come in and I meet John Leguizamo and Ruben Blades.
The great and powerful.
All in one, and I'm here in Pregones Theater. Right here in this space was a table.
In the Boogie Down, I believe.
And we were here in the Boogie Down Bronx, and I was with two of my luminary, people that inspired me immensely.
Lo que hice fue entrar por esa puerta y en mi cabeza ya estaba claro que yo quería trabajar aquí. y he tenido la suerte y el privilegio de que pude cumplir ese sueño.
La compañía que de verdad me abrazó dentro de ese invierno tan horrible que llegué y de momento es una chispa de luz.
Creo que en Pregones logran encontrar un balance entre lo latinex o latino y lo puertorriqueño.
I have related to the organizations in very different capacities, as a journalist, as an actor, as a producer, as a writer, as a translator. But it always goes back to me being a teenager in Puerto Rico and reading the newspapers about this theater company in the basement, in St. Anne's, in the Bronx. It was doing fantastic work.
When I think of Pregones, I see it as somewhat like a magnetar. For those who don't know what a magnetar is, it's a type of neutron star that is believed to have extremely powerful magnetic field. And Pregones just attracts people. It brings in artists, it brings in people from the Bronx, people from New York City. It holds space for people to be seen. It also motivates people to create and to be heard and to keep going and to do better.
Being a Latinx performer, a Latinx artist, a Latinx actor who just wants to exist and want to tell stories and tell our stories. It's been such a blessing to find a space where I can do that and be unapologetic about it. And it's so beautiful to find a space where people love you for who you are.
La vida es una cosa fenomenal. La vida es una cosa fenomenal. Lo mismo para adelante que para atrás. La vida es una cosa fenomenal.
Pregones pues marcó esa etapa de, yo diría que de disciplina, ¿no? Disciplina en todos los aspectos de expresión.
De los momentos que más atesoro del trabajo de Pregones y lo que he hecho con Pregones es el Garden Stage Rumba. Cada vez que íbamos a hacer nuestro performance a un parque, era una experiencia totalmente distinta. Además de que el público que estaba allí es un público que de verdad quería ver el performance de Pregones.
Todo el mundo se ayuda, todo el mundo se quiere, todo el mundo quiere echar para adelante, comunicar un propósito. Y en Guaracha, lo que nosotros creamos fue impresionante.
De mi propia intención, en aquel escenario triunfaré yo.
I didn't do as much musical theater until I started being a member in Pregones. I didn't train for that specifically, so when I jumped into that, it was like, ah! And it gave me a deeper meaning of how important this medium is.
My very first acting job in New York City was at Pregones. I have never been in a space that has both the art that I want to make and the culture that I'm from, and they're mixing together.
Oh, here we go. It's party time.
Hello, fellow human. I'm Lucilla LeBron, and I'm here to guide you through what's really been happening in America.
As you've all been informed by me and my colleague Lucilla LeBron, we have to make sure we unplug every single computer and smartphone in this city before Sunday.
Here it is. It's time. Mierda! Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Breathe. We're together. It's gonna be okay. Look up.
Devuelve el apartamento de Blasio y vámonos.
Para uno estar metido allá sin saber cómo las cosas iban a estar aquí. Yo soy americana. Tampoco así irme a Santo Domingo ahora. Y menos ahora con esos médicos y hospitales de allá. No, hombre. Cuando uno pueda ir, uno va.
I want you to come home.
Mas. Are you really trying to convince me that Miami is better than us? Florida didn't even take the pandemic seriously. First, you said you had to stay for your students. What could possibly be the reason now?
It's not that simple, love.
Abuela is the first to get up. Mommy and I follow. We form an open circle. Abuela throws dirt in the middle and begins to dance. Mommy goes next. She takes off her scarf and reveals her natural hair. She is free, she is wild, she is joyful. I am last. I am afraid.
Hello, and welcome to Remojo 2020. My name is Rosal Colon. I am an ensemble member of Pregones Theater and your host for this performance series.
A new day has been granted. No need for fear. Wealth for the poor. No grieving this year.
We would take lipstick from out of our bra and paint our lips without the need of a mirror.
Mirrorless. Lauren!
Now, Washington Park sits directly on the border between Union City and Jersey City. You heard the ditty, observe the dizzying displays of witticisms for days. My brain's amazed like that dirty Jersey haze. Now, Jersey City's pretty diverse for what it's worth. Got folks from every single last spot on the earth. Mostly working class, white and black, South Asian and Latin. On a cliff right across the water from Manhattan.
Colonial tells the story of a guy named Carlos who inherits a colonial house in Old San Juan after his grandmother Pura passes away. He travels to Old San Juan to set the place up as an Airbnb and discovers that his grandmother and great-grandparents were heavily involved in the Puerto Rican Nationalist Party and the nationalist revolts in the 1950s.
Hoy en mi piel me siento bien. It's understood that with this mood I am now feeling good.
Oh, Funeraria Ortiz. Yo, I didn't think it was still here.
It is. Sorry, Papo. You know, I guess we just kept walking and...
It's cool. That was what, 21 years ago? Well, Papo, I'm cool. Yo.
Un fantasma sombra de negro paraguas, satura. Mal agüero, no vengas con cuentos, aguajera, brujita majadera.
I'm a decent boy just landed from the town of Ballyfad. I want a situation, yes, and wants it very bad. I seen employment advertised, it's just the thing, says I. But the dirty spalpeen ended with, no Irish need apply.
So neighbors are working to rehabilitate their buildings. They are working pretty much on their own. As buildings are teetering on the brink of abandonment, the trend seems clear.
My name is Gina de la Vega, and I have heard.
A mí me gustaría que la piel fuera otra cosa, que desaparecieran los edificios de apartamentos y los carros de policía, y todo se hiciera natural y palpable.
A mí me gustaría que la piel fuera otra cosa.
que todo se hiciera natural y palpable. Yo quisiera palpar al mundo con mi voz, con una melodía retumbando en la cabeza. A mí me gustaría que la piel fuera otra cosa, que todo se hiciera natural y palpable. Yo quisiera palpar al mundo con mi voz, con una melodía retumbando en la cabeza.
Y masticar la escarcha que vas dejando regada cuando nos miramos demasiado cerca, darle cantacitos a tu pecho, sí. Y masticar la escarcha que vas dejando regada cuando nos miramos demasiado cerca, darle cantacitos a tu pecho, sí.
Y masticar la charca que vas dejando regada cuando nos miramos demasiado cerca, darle cantacitos a tu pecho mientras. Y masticar la escarcha que vas dejando regada cuando nos miramos demasiado cerca, darle cantacitos a tu pecho mientras.
Me cantas en silencio, sacarte de contexto, guardarnos en un hueco en melodía de luz. Yo querría morderte, dejar regado el brillo sobre el suelo despacio con melodía de luz. A mí me gustaría que la piel fuera otra cosa.
Earlier that morning. Y en eso, just as I was reading about this Latino that had knifed his mistress porque se le estaba pegando con un chino. At that moment, mira, I don't know if you believe in these things, pero como que me entró un presentimiento. Felt like something big was gonna happen that night. Just didn't know what. Yo digo, uno tiene que creer. Because go figure. What did the Latino, el chino y la corteja have to do with what I felt? Porque no fue que lo pensara, que eso es distinto. Bueno, pues, I finished reading the newspaper and I went back to the factory para empezar el overtime.
Entonces, el otro foreman, sí, porque el primero ya se había ido, me dice,
do you plan on becoming a millionaire and opening up a casino in Puerto Rico?
así relajando, tú sabes. Y vengo yo y le digo, también vacilando, no, el casino, I already have it. No, lo que voy a put es un factory.
What kind of factory?
Pues un factory de smoke.
And what are you gonna do with the smoke?
Y yo bien serio, con una cara de palo que había que ver. Adiós, what am I gonna do? ¡Enlatarlo! Un vacilón, tú sabes. Porque déjame decirte que ese foreman era todavía más buena persona que el otro. Pero porque le conviene, desde luego. Así nos pone de buen humor y nos saca el jugo en el trabajo. Él se cree que yo no lo sé. Pero cualquier día esto se lo digo, para que vea que uno no es tan ignorante como parece. Sí, chicos, ¿por qué esta gente aquí a veces se imagina que uno viene de la última cínsora? Y que confunde el papel de lija con el papel de inodoro. Especialmente si uno es medio trigueñito y con la morusa tirando a caracolillo. Pero bueno, eso es noticia vieja y lo que tengo que contarte otra cosa.
Sí,
Como hace calorcito,
Down below, the scalers worked long hours. Down below, they cleaned the ship from top to bottom. Down below, their bodies trapped in oil and dust. Down below, they only saw the light when looking up. A ray of sun was shining through, but down below, the frozen walls were closing in. Only darkness at the bottom of the ship, where they had nowhere else to go and nothing left to do but scrape the oily walls and plaster oily tanks. Yes, the scalers worked long hours, but the pay was better down below. But the pay